Hello everyone, Bill Molyneux here for Bill's Wargame World. And we're doing 54mm game, a small scenario on a 6 by 5 table, I guess. And this is Early War, Denmark. Now, I don't have a Denmark troop, so we're using some Russian Korean figures, mostly Airfix BMC stuff. This is based on the movie April 9th, which is free on YouTube. There we have our machine gun team and anti-tank rifle team. Then we have a couple 37mm guns. One there, one over there. These are the old Marks guns. That's our squad over there with a anti-tank rifle. And another squad here. So our Denmark troops consist of 2 rifle teams, a heavy machine gun, 2 37mm, and 2 anti-tank rifles. Let's take a look at the Germans. Alright, we have a Panzer III, and that was gifted to me by great Ron Prauman, the Pretzel Snyder Pretzel King. We have the the Czechoslovakian 38 light tank. We have 3 squads of German infantry, each with a machine gun team, a leader, and a sergeant with a submachine gun. And we have an armored car. Now, I do have a couple reinforcements for the Germans, and let's go take a look at them. Alright, what we have here is a Panzer IV that I chopped up a bit. I added the barrel for a Panzer II for the pom-pom gun and machine gun. And this is a creation I just made, which probably is not coming on the table. And I haven't primed it and painted it yet, but it's a German half-track with the anti-aircraft gun in it, and I do have a crew in it. Sort of be neat to get these in the game too, but I don't think it's going to happen. But we'll see. Alright, we're using Bill's Beer Pretzel rules, pretty much like Bolt Action. And let's get playing. We have dice by each unit, and they'll get activated by a card. Alright, everyone, let's get going. I'm going to flip cards. Alright, let's see what happens. We are a 4. So we have 6 units on each side. Germans have 5, 5, 6, 5, 1, and 6. They have no 4. Our Denmark troops have no 4. So there is no 4 to activate at this time. Alright. Let's flip another card. A 3. Now, I'm having the Germans activate first because they are on the attack, and we have no German 3. And we have an anti-tank gun. That's a 3. And, you know, I probably will take the roof off the barn. 5 and 6. Okay, so we do have an anti-tank gun. And I'll grab my rules. So, I think we'll have our anti-tank gun is going to fire first. And boy, they're going to need a lucky shot. I'm going to pause the camera here. Well, it's at 30 inches, and at 30 inches, now I'm considering these troops from Denmark to be green. So let's see here. And they rolled a 6. They hit that thing. I can't believe it. That's the only way they could have hit it. Armor piercing of 1. And flip the page over. Armored car. That's a 5. Well, and a 4, and a 1 is a 5. It's disabled, and we roll again with a 1. All it is shaken. So it got hit, but nothing. So that's what happened to our armored car. The crew's going to have to do a morale check. We'll pause here. Okay, everyone. We're going to flip another card. We have a 5. I got several 5s. I've got the Panzer III. I got the squad over there. I got a squad here, and the Panzer III. Anything moves more than half, it can't fire. So I'm going to go ahead and do the movement and come back to you for firing. I don't want to have to drag this video and have you be bored. Alright, our Panzer III, it moved up full speed. This German squad moved maximum. And the other German squad, it went up to that stone wall. So everyone hoofed it. So I got to look around for 5s, which we have a heavy machine gun. I'll change our angle. Okay, the heavy machine gun operates on and it's going to fire out here. Grab my trusty dice. And it's going to go for that squad. And that's 4 dice. I got 3 possible hits. And we'll roll again. They're in the open. And that scores a morale check and 1 kill. And we're going to remove a rifleman. Okay. So that was from the heavy machine gun, number 5. Gosh, I have no other 5s for our Denmark troops. I'm going to flip a card. We have a 6. And that's the... Well, we're going to start off with that Czechoslovakian tank. And... Well, it's... Alright, it's on the move. And it's going to fire at that stone wall. And I can fire 4 dice total for machine guns with only 1 hit. And stone wall and ineffective. Alright, so that was that. And I got another 6. I got my other squad way at the other side. And there it is. Now they have an old Britain's machine gun team. Had to put a Britain's team in. I'm going to go ahead and move them. Now they have enough movement to get across the first wall without firing. Alright, here we go. And there's our sergeant. Okay, everyone. It's very cool. We have our Germans advancing. Now our troops there, they're dug in. Let's see what my next card is. It's a 2. So, oh, that squad over there. They were supposed to fire. My mistake. I'll pause the camera here. This squad here rolled and was ineffective between the long range and the stone wall. They didn't hit anything. I do have these graded as Green troops, by the way. All right, our anti-tank gun. It's only a 37 millimeter, and needs a 5 or a 6, and it scored a hit on the. So it's firing right here, the hill over, going for this light tank, and we have a hit. And I gotta look at the chart here. And it's a Panzer II, armor piercing. Okay, here we go. And I rolled a 8 and 1. And see effect, it's been hit and penetrated, and it is gone. I gotta pause the camera and smoke that tank. Alright, well, our 37 millimeter anti-tank gun on the hill, and you got that hill actually sees over everything. Just took out that light Czechoslovakian 38 something or other. Help me out, Jack Brendel in Arizona, or one of my other people that know everything about armored vehicles. The only card I have left is the 1. The German armored car's got to roll its morale, which is a 6 or higher on 2 dice, and it does it. So it can act normally, and it's going to cruise right to here, and let me move those trees. Alright, so the armored car is gonna, I think I have a better chance of hitting here. Yes, I do. Alright, and I got 2 hits here, and I actually got a kill. So we lost a figure, and they get a marker for a morale check. And then so that was from the armored car, and then I have another anti-tank gun that's a number 1, and it's sitting right over there. And we know we need a 5 or a 6 to hit it, and we missed from that range to hit that armored car. Alright, I gotta pause the camera. That's turn 1. Alright, here we go. Turn 2. I'm going to play 4 turns, I guess. And I have to check on my wife every half hour. So, and again, thank you to everyone out there in YouTube land. So I have the cards shuffled. And we're a 3. Oh, wow. Alright, German 3s. We have no German 3. However, we have in the barn our anti-tank rifle and our heavy machine gun. Let's pause the camera here. Okay, our anti-tank rifle is going to fire first, and it's going to fire out there. The armored car, 5 or 6 to hit, and we rolled a 6. Alright, where's my chart for my penetration chart? And I rolled snake eyes. Oh my goodness. Snake eyes with the penetration chart does nothing. It glanced right off. Alright, we'll fire our heavy machine gun down here into this German infantry. And we'll open up here. Oh, we got 3 hits and 3 possibles and 2 kills. Wow. That heavy machine gun has done well. So those are and I have one the 37 millimeter. That's a 3 also. By the way, if you played Combat Patrol, this is sort of their system too, the Buck Surdru. I need a 5 or a 6 to hit, and I rolled a 1. Okay, and no German 3s. We have a 6. Germans go first, and they have no 6. The Denmark troops have no 6. We have a 1. All right, the German infantry, I have a couple squads of 1s. Start off with these figures, by the way, are marks. I changed our camera angle's been changed. These are marks, Airfix, BMC, MPC too. Let's see how we do, and they shake that right off, even with casualties. They're going to advance just up to here because they're going to fire. And on an even, they can move and still fire, which they do. I give my German machine gun crews ability to move and fire. They were quite effective with those things. And they're not carrying the big tripod. Alright, I got 3 rifles, no hits, submachine gun, no hits, and then we have our light machine gun. Ooh, the light machine gun hit 3 times, but oh my goodness, I rolled 2 6s and a 5, which is 2 hits. That squad will probably break. It will probably break. And I'm looking for more 1s. Anti-tank rifles way over the far side. Let me get that in scope for you. So there it is, dug in, number 1. And it's going to hunt that armored car. It needs a 5 or a 6. And we missed it. Man, the armored car, it's been just lucky as heck. Alright, we have a German infantry unit over there that has to fire long range. I'm going to pause the camera for this. Alright. We have 9. We have 5 rifle, 2 on the machine guns, and then the light machine gun. And it looks like we have a total of, out of all those dice, we have 3 kills in that squad over there. But that was a lot of firepower. So I'll remove those dead. Man, that was a really, I had some really good rolls in that German squad. I also forgot to put out a morale marker for those. But, you know, the Germans' objective is to capture the crossroads, knock out the 2 anti-tank guns in like 4 turns. I don't know, I'm just doing a scenario based on April 9th movie, also known as The Invasion, and just having some fun. It's been a rough week. 2, the armored car is up. That's the only 2 we seem to have. Now I'm going to move that armored car 9 inches. Alright, the armored car is going to try to do a long range shot with 3 rounds at the anti-tank gun, needing 6s. And I got 1 hit, and then we need we got a 5. So there is it hit the bunker, killed somebody. However, on a 1, the gun's been hit, and I rolled a 3. So the only thing that's happened is they get a morale check, and they lost 1 of their gunners. So they lost a gunner and a morale check. And the armored car is blazed away. That's my only 2. A 5. Okay, I have an issue with that unit there. They got to roll a 8 or higher. I rolled a 3. Okay. So because they're below half strength, you know, they're running. All right, what other 5s do we have? The other squad out there, they need an 8 also. And they rolled boxcars. What do you think of that? So the squad that's dug in right there, they did fine. I'll remove their marker in a minute, but I'm going to do 3 rifle shots, and there one is a maybe hit, and it's a kill. Okay. Well, what do you think about that, everyone? Our beat up rifle squad that's dug in scored a hit here and actually killed someone behind a stone wall. All right, and that was a 5.5. We have a 37 millimeter gun on the knoll. That's gonna roll its morale, which is a 6, and it did. Now this game is really enjoyed the movie April 9th, also known as The Invasion. Denmark with a bicycle crew of trying to hold off some early German war armor, and that's how I got this idea. Alright, number 4. Now we have the German squad that lost 1 figure, and they need to roll a 6 or better, which they did. And okay, that squad is not going to advance out into the open. They're going to try long range fire. We have 5 rifles, and we have no hits. The light machine gun get 1 hit, the submachine gun nothing, and no hits. So that entire squad poured a ton of firepower into that squad with nothing, and I have to remove that morale marker. Welcome back, everyone. We're on turn 3. Our Germans have not really, they drove away 1 unit, and I'm getting ready to flip a card. And Ron Perlman, the Pretzel King, your Panzer III here is doing really well. So, we have a 3. Germans have no 3. You know what, though? We're going to roll 2 dice, and on 10 or higher, we're going to get that Panzer II that I made, but I rolled a 4. So the Panzer II did not show up. So, we have a 3. And I have no 3 on the table for either side. No 3s. A 1. We have no German 1. Oh, we have several 1s over here on the Danish side. Alright, this squad here has to do a morale check. And they rolled a 9. They rally. And they are functional, and what I think I'll do is I'm just going to keep them here because they do a morale check at half or 8, but so I haven't broken all my units yet, so that's a good thing. And for number 1s, the anti-tank gun's going to try to hit that darn armored car again. I need a 5 or a 6. And I got a 6. Let's see if we can penetrate this time. And we got an 11. That's definitely and rolling again. It is on fire. Gosh. Took forever to knock that darn thing out. But we have taken out the armored car. I gotta go grab some smoke, everyone. Alright, well, that was the 1. The other one's going to fire. And the burst pattern is a hit. And nothing happens with the gun there. Tried to do a high explosive shell on that German infantry, but that was sort of like a wing or prayer. So the German armor has lost its armored car and its Czechoslovakian tank. The Panzer III still zipping along. And there's our Panzer III. So all our 1s have gone. a 5. All right, our German squad here. I'm going to move our camera. Okay, this German squad, they can zip right up to here, and I'll check my light machine gun team. They're fine, and we're going to pour some fire into the barn. Now, at this range, well, we got 3 hits with the rifles and 2 hits with the submachine gun and the light machine gun. Wow. 4, 5. I got to do big math here, as Ron the Pretzel King would say. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 kills into that barn. And that's with the cover and everything. That takes out everything here. So I've lost 2 units, and the Germans have lost 2 units. So it's 2-2 in unit loss. Wow. And that's why I don't want to put that one half strength unit into harm's way, because I think when I get to whoever gets to 3 or 4 units gone will break. So boy, that was a devastating fire from these guys. Rolling really well. We got no other 5s, just checking. Okay, 6. I have a German squad at the far side, and they're over there. Let me go count up what they have. I think they've lost a figure. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, they're pouring out 8 dice and nothing. I got 2 hits is all. And that whole squad did nothing, and they stayed behind the wall, and they failed to hit anybody there. Now, I'm going to flip a card. A 2. Well, we got no hits from that squad there, the 2 squad right there, firing out across the field. And we got a 4. So our Panzer III really is just going to go clunking along. It can go pretty far. We lost 2 inches across the wall, and so I'll stop the camera here. All right, everyone. I have the Panzer III go full bore. All I have to do is break 1 unit. The cards are all done, and the anti-tank rifle at the other side, they have a small arms fire. They don't do anything firing small arms at the German infantry out there, and they're in no position to fire on the Panzer III with the stone wall. Even if I had them closer, it wouldn't help. I have to pause the camera, and we are going to play our next turn. Don't forget, as you watch this, it generates revenue, and that revenue I donate it to a historic site. All right, we are back. I've shuffled the cards, I redid the dice, and I got a little bit of everything as far as the numbers, and we will see what happens. I got them all shuffled, and we have a 1. I'm trying to see ones. Oh, I got a German squad here for a 1. Oh, and the anti-tank guns are 4. The Panzer III is a 1. Wow. All right, I got to I gotta pause the camera. I have to see what I want to do. I'm going to move the German squad here. I'm going to move double time at 18. There's nothing out here, and we lose 3, 2. All right, so this squad's heading out through here. Our lieutenant, and we still have our sergeant. All right, so ones. I gotta pause the camera. We'll move it over here. All right, I have a dilemma. I'm really close to the anti-tank gun. I have a squad that's half strength. I could fire my machine gun and main gun. I could try an overrun on the tank, on the anti-tank gun. What would you do? I'm going to grab the combat chart and see what the overrun is like, and pause the camera. Okay, everyone. I know it sounds crazy, but we are under 12 inches. So we are doing an overrun. We're doing the overrun. All right, now we're going to see if that gun crew, on a roll of their morale of a 6, and they don't make it. They do not get a round off, and then now we're going to see if they're gone. They ran off. Okay. I overrun firing. 3 dice, 2 hits, and they're in the open now. 1 is dead. The other 2 run off. Be 18 inches. So I guess this would be crushed, and our Panzer III is there. And the main gun does not get to fire, but the machine gun did. And that's that was the number 1. So we overran the anti-tank gun. They failed to save. Then they ran away because they couldn't fire. Then they got machine gunned as they were running out. All right, I'm going to pause the camera here. Well, our squad here tried to attack close assault and failed, and they fell back. Our Panzer III, of course, has overrun the gun. The crew has run off the table. The score is 3-2, and we have a German squad on the other side that has to get activated. So here they go. All right, everyone. Our German squad is got a lot of dice still, and they go first. And got that's 3 hits from the rifles, or 5. Total of 4 hits, and then we need 5 and 6s. We got 2 5s, so that squad is gone. All right. Well, so this squad is pretty much shot. Down to 1 figure, I pull them. So we have, but we are on, going into turn 5. The 1 anti-tank gun is still alive. Well, so we have a 6, and checking the next card is a 2. Okay, so we have the German squad way at the other side. I'll pause the camera and do the result. Okay, everyone. Well, the German squad counted them up, and we got, wow, we got 3 hits out of the 5 rifles. The submachine guns got 2. Nothing from there. Got a total of, well, the anti-tank gun and loader are dead. I'll pause the camera here. Well, the Danish troops have 2 units left. They're going to rout off the table. However, this one anti-tank gun, can it swivel in time? A 2-man crew. It'll be our parting shot. We're going to see if they can do it, if they can roll a 6 or under. And they roll a 9. Okay, so they do not get the gun turned around and decide to call it a day as the German infantry start pouring over that wall. And to head to take both hills. I'm going to say both hills will be secured in the 5 turns. And then pause the camera here. Alright everyone, this is my fun beer and pretzel game. Stress reliefs from a really rough week. Thank you again for all your well wishes with my wife. And we're doing really well. And please subscribe to my channel. And watch my videos as I try to help historic sites all across the country with my YouTube money. And we never did put the Panzer II, which is a Panzer IV that I chopped up, but I need to do a little more work on it. I need to get this hatch thing that was cut open on it fixed, and some black wash and a little bit on the tracks. But it may be invading Poland. Also, Derek in our Wargaming group and a couple other people sent me some information on figures that would work for the Danish troops, but I didn't have time to order them, put them together, paint them. So, stay safe, be kind, be courteous, watch out for Panzer IIIs that they don't overrun you on the Baltimore Beltway. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed an early war game rather than the Battle of the Bulge. Thank you again.